Hey guys, it's Anna. Welcome to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to film a video featuring perfumes that give me main character energy. I saw Sharita M do this video a few months ago and I thought it was a great idea and sounded really fun. Speaking of Sharita, I have a perfume here that I was heavily influenced by her and Demi Rawling to try. This is Christian Louboutin Fetiche La Rose, and let me tell you, they were not wrong. They were not wrong about this one. Holy cow, this is good. Now one of the most sultry, sexy, vixen-like perfumes I own. Another absolute killer rose launch from Quentin Biche, and this is a new spin on rose. It doesn't smell like one of his previous creations. I feel like they've got to be keeping some of the notes in here a secret because it smells more complex than 4 notes, but this is primarily a rose cherry perfume, and I absolutely love how the cherry is done in this scent. This is a very smooth, boozy black cherry. It doesn't smell like the very identifiable cherry that you smell across the market. It doesn't have a Tom Ford Lost Cherry tone to it, and it also smells like it could be muddled with some other red fruits to me. It's boozy, it's deep, has a bit of a jammy quality. The sweetness that it has is so attractive. It has some punch and edge from ginger and pink pepper, and I get what smells like a true red rose out of this. It doesn't come off like a powdery rose. It's not a dry rose. It's not rose water. Rose, of course, can be done in so many different ways, but I think this has the makings of a timeless, sexy perfume. This makes me think of Cameron Diaz in The Mask, that first scene where we see her walk into the bank and she's wearing this form-fitting red dress, strappy black heels, and the men's eyes are like basically bulging out of their sockets looking at her. That is what this is giving. Absolute love at first sniff. It immediately captivated me. I totally get the hype, and I get about 7 hours with moderate projection. Then we have Iris Malikan from Maison Crivelli, and this has been the main character for a long time in my collection. It is always delivered in that regard. It's a very powerful scent, and it's something that always gives me confidence when I wear it. It's a very unique take on Orris. When you first spray this fragrance, I definitely get a lot of earthiness from this. There's galbanum in here, there's cypress. In the opening, it smells like dry wood chips and greenery, and the Orris takes on a vegetal quality, and as this dries down, it's a very dynamic perfume and not linear in the slightest. So I highly recommend giving it a full wear test and also revisit this one because I know it's grown on a lot of people and it's something to kind of like sit with and discover. As it dries, it becomes very creamy. The Orris is smoothed over by a vanilla, has a slight white chocolate undertone even, and the leather in here is buttery soft. It doesn't come off like leather jacket or car leather, for example. It's really sophisticated and smooth. It's such an interesting, cool scent. I would say for the most part, this is definitely for the niche lovers, but to my surprise, I have introduced this to several people who are not heavily into fragrances and they've loved it. And it does get me compliments. It gets noticed. This is one of the strongest fragrances I own. Maison Crivelli fragrances are beast mode. Like, they do not play around. I kind of feel like I'll never even need to purchase another bottle. I get strong projection out of this and all day wear. Next we have Amouage Sunshine Woman, and this is a very special perfume to me. It feels nostalgic in a way because this was amongst one of the first niche perfumes that I experienced and fell in love with. Upon smelling this, I was absolutely captivated. Like, I had never experienced anything like this before, and I felt so beautiful and truly like the main character. I think it's one of the best osmanthus perfumes. If you didn't know, osmanthus has a definite fruity undertone to it. It often comes off smelling like apricot-like or peachy, and this smells like really, really ripe apricots that have been sitting warmed under the sun. And let me tell you, this is not your typical fruity perfume. It has a white tobacco note that adds this edge and like really unique, different twist. And if you haven't smelled this before, you might be thinking, how is that gonna work? How is that gonna play out? It comes across more clean than your traditional tobacco. It doesn't smell smoky to me. It's warm, it's smooth, and has a subtle honey-like sweetness, but it adds depth and complexity. It's called Sunshine, but to me, it's a bit much during the day in summer, but it's perfect for me for summer nights, spring, fall. It has a beautiful vanilla adding sweetness, as well as blackcurrant, and then there's a creamy almond highlighted in the top notes. Definitely a very creative niche experience, and I get all day wear with a moderate projection. Now, this is marketed towards men, but I love it. I wear it. This is Uomo Intense from Valentino. Despite this being marketed towards men, what makes this feel wearable for me is this stunning lipsticky iris. I am obsessed with the lipstick accord. I have a hard time not buying them all. And it also has a vanilla, so it's like a sweetened lipstick. Nothing too sweet by any means. And I also layer with this all the time. Like I'll add on a powdery vanilla perfume to amplify that quality. And there's tonka. So I get this juxtaposition between traditionally feminine notes, but then it has a cool masculine edge from leather. I'm cool with leather as long as it's balanced with other things and it doesn't come off animalic. Also aromatic properties from sage and juniper. It smells like an embrace between lovers to me. The smell of her vanilla lipstick, his leather jacket. I don't think I'll ever get over this profile. It's classic. And I get about 12 hours with a stronger projection. Next is A Witch's Valentine from Sorce. And off the top of my head, out of my collection, this is my favorite, specifically Rose Gourmand. It is like the perfect execution 50-50 experience between Rose and Gourmand. I am hooked on this sweetness. It has raspberry puree, marshmallow, sugar, and white chocolate. I get a lot of marshmallow, a lot of raspberry puree. I'm not really picking up on white chocolate, to be honest. It is giving this scent a subtle creaminess, but I'm not specifically smelling white chocolate personally. It is truly jammy raspberry and fluffy, powdery marshmallows, which I'm always stoked about. When marshmallow is listed and I actually smell the marshmallow in there, it's often more subtle, but I'm excited seeing more marshmallow releases lately. Just like the bottle, it screams pink. It's very flirty, very girly, and I appreciate the subtle suede in the base of this scent. Again, I'm not getting a lot of it, but it gives this scent something to stand on, gives it a bit of depth. And I get all day wear with a moderate projection. Babycat from YSL. Iconic and still my favorite version. A lot of brands have done their spin on the profile, but it remains my favorite. This is an incense vanilla with spices and suede. It's not for everyone because of the spiciness that it has. I do think you have to enjoy saffron and pepper in your perfumes, but I think it's so cool. It's a darker profile, and the vanilla I think has this real molten quality. Like the bourbon vanilla that they used makes this scent. Although this is called Babycat, this perfume makes me think of Emma Stone's Cruella de Vil. It smells bad and fabulous. It has an extravagance, and I get all day wear with a stronger projection. Armani Prive Rouge Malachite. Years later, I am still stunned by this beauty. This is the first tuberose perfume that I fell head over heels for, and I'm still very particular about that note. I feel like this is the queen of tuberose. It has it in the top, mid, and base. It's full-bodied, it's luscious, it's creamy, and it's paired with jasmine, ylang-ylang, and orange blossom. Luckily, the orange blossom doesn't bother me in here. It's not too loud. This has a natural warmth from the florals, but it also has benzoin and amber, making this totally work in cooler weather as well. It's very versatile. I can wear this in the spring, fall, winter. I don't reach for it during summer days, but summer nights, absolutely. It's a very smooth amber experience, and that benzoin naturally has a subtle vanilla undertone. In the opening, it has a soft aromatic fresh spicy pop from pink pepper and sage. And as this dries down, it gets warmer, creamier, a little bit more sweet, and just has a cashmere-like smooth texture. Easily one of the most classy, elegant perfumes I own, and I get all day wear with the stronger projection. Next is Oro Verde from House of Beau, and this is a wild scent. Literally, it was inspired by the South American jungle. It's a very fresh green perfume. Interestingly, it has basil, cannabis, tree moss, and I don't want to lose you there. Of course, it isn't going to be for everyone, but I think it'll also surprise a lot of people, because initially, just looking at the notes, I was convinced I was not going to like this at all, and it's one of my top 10 favorite fragrances out of my entire collection. It's a really different, unexpected take on these green notes. I'm not getting a joint from this. It's fresh green with these beautiful dry woody pops. There's a prominent Palo Santo. It's adventurous and also sophisticated and polished. The watermelon gives it an addictive factor, and I highly recommend layering this with other tropical, juicy, fruity perfumes in your collection, because the combination is insane. The ambergris gives it a sexiness, and I'm telling you right now, you wear this, nobody's gonna be smelling like you. Main character energy. And I only use 3 sprays. It's very strong. I get strong projection and all day wear. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you want to see me in any more videos, I'd appreciate it so, so much. Also, if you have any perfumes that you love that give you main character energy, let me know, because I'd like to look into some of these. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.